Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I'm going to talk about vitamins and their importance to your health. Before we begin this discussion, I wanted to talk about the extreme nutrient deficiency of most soils in the world, and in particular, Western country soils. Poor soil management through decades and centuries has caused this situation to develop. I will use the case of sulfur to illustrate this point. In years gone by, most people heated their houses with wood and coal. Coal in particular emits a lot of sulfur in the burning process. This used to be pumped into the air, and then it would fall back down onto the soil and enrich the soil as a result. Now, coal burning is of course a bad thing for air quality. The smogs in London, England during the early 50s as a result of coal burning devices killed countless people. Of course, this coal burning practice needed to end. But the point I wanted to make is now soils have been depleted of this important element for plant growth, and it isn't being replaced in any other way. The same situation is occurring for multiple soil nutrients. Basic soil nutrients are not available for plants to grow with. A case in point is the analysis of the nutrients of tomatoes grown in different locations across the United States. Nutrient values were found to be vastly different depending upon where in the country the tomato was grown. So ultimately, a tomato does not have the nutrients that books on nutrition would have you believe. It ultimately depends on where that tomato is grown. A special word on organic produce now. What organically grown means is that no chemical fertilizers or pesticides are used in the growing cycle of the vegetables. It does not mean that the vegetable is grown on nutrient-rich soil. Understand this point because it is important. Organic food is still the best choice because it reduces the overall toxic chemical load on your physical body, but it does not mean that those organic vegetables are nutrient-rich. If you can find an organic farmer that uses a nutrient-rich fertilizer program, that is your best choice, but you have to look hard for this. As a result, it is impossible to obtain all the nutrients your body needs for good health from the food you eat. I know this is bursting a lot of people's bubbles, but it is the truth. So now we get into a discussion on a few of the major vitamins that are necessary for good health. Vitamin A. Vitamin A comes in two forms, fish oil and beta-carotene from orange and yellow vegetables. It is necessary for growth and repair of body tissues. It is important to the health of the eyes and fights bacteria and infections. It also aids in bone and teeth formation. When you have a deficiency of vitamin A, you get night blindness, rough, dry, scaly skin, increased susceptibility to infections, frequent fatigue, loss of smell, and appetite. Vitamin A is an oil-soluble vitamin, and it can be toxic in large quantities, so you need to use some common sense here. Eat a healthy diet and supplement with a minimum of 10,000 international units. But it is better to supplement with 20,000 international units using a combination of fish oil and beta-carotene. 50,000 international units is considered the toxicity level. Vitamin B complex. It is important that the B vitamins be taken together, as deficiencies can occur from individual supplementation. I will go over the individual B vitamins now. Vitamin B1 or thiamine. This is necessary for carbohydrate metabolism. It helps maintain healthy nervous system and stabilizes the appetite. It stimulates growth and good muscle tone. A deficiency of vitamin B1 results in gastrointestinal problems, fatigue, loss of appetite, nerve disorders, heart disorders, and beriberi. Vitamin B1 is a water-soluble vitamin and so has no toxicity. Eat a healthy diet and supplement with a minimum of 30 milligrams a day, but it is better to supplement with 60 milligrams. Remember that you need to take this as part of a B-complex formula. Vitamin B2 or riboflavin. This is necessary for carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. It aids in the formation of antibodies and red blood cells. It helps to maintain cell respiration. A deficiency of riboflavin will result in eye problems, cracks and sores in the mouth, dermatitis, retarded growth, swollen tongue, and digestive disturbances. Vitamin B2, or riboflavin, is another water-soluble vitamin and so has no known toxicity. Eat a healthy diet and supplement with a minimum of 15 milligrams a day, but it is better to supplement with 30 milligrams a day. Remember that you need to take this as part of a B-complex formula. Vitamin B6. This vitamin is necessary for carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. It aids in the formation of antibodies and helps to maintain the balance of sodium and phosphorus. A deficiency of vitamin B6 will result in anemia, mouth disorders, depression, confusion, and weakened immune function, as well as nervousness, muscular weakness, dermatitis, and sensitivity to insulin. This is another water-soluble vitamin and so has no known toxicity. Eat a healthy diet and supplement with a minimum of 15 milligrams a day, but it is better to supplement with 30 milligrams a day. Remember that you need to take this as part of a B-complex formula. Vitamin B12. This is essential for normal formation of blood cells. It is necessary for carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism and helps to maintain a healthy nervous system. A deficiency of vitamin B12 will result in pernicious anemia, brain damage, nervousness, neuritis, muscle weakness, numbing, and tingling. This is another water-soluble vitamin and so has no known toxicity. Eat a healthy diet and supplement with a minimum of 400 mcgs a day, but it is better to have 800 mcgs a day. Remember that you need to take this as part of a B-complex formula. Biotin. This is necessary for carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. It aids in the utilization of other B vitamins. A deficiency of biotin will result in dermatitis, grayish skin color, depression, muscle pain, impairment of fat metabolism, and poor appetite. There is no known toxicity for biotin because it is another water-soluble vitamin. It is best to supplement with at least 300 mcgs a day, but 600 mcgs is best. Remember that you need to take this as part of a B-complex formula. Choline. This is important in normal nerve transmission. It aids metabolism and transportation of fats and helps regulate the liver and gallbladder. A deficiency of choline will result in a fatty liver, hemorrhage of the kidneys, and high blood pressure. There is no known toxicity for choline. It is best to supplement with at least 50 milligrams a day, but 100 is better. Remember that you need to take this as part of a B-complex formula. Folic acid. This is important in red blood cell formation. It aids metabolism of proteins and is necessary for growth and division of body cells. A deficiency of folic acid will result in poor growth, gastrointestinal disorders, anemia, and a B12 deficiency. There are no known toxicity for folic acid, and it is best to supplement with at least 400 mcgs a day, but 800 is better. Remember that this is also part of the B complex. Inositol. This is necessary for the formation of lecithin. It is indirectly connected with metabolism of fats, including cholesterol, and is vital for hair growth. A deficiency of inositol will result in constipation, eczema, hair loss, high blood cholesterol. There is no known toxicity for inositol. It is best to supplement with at least 50 milligrams a day, but 100 is better. Remember, this is part of the B complex. Niacin is necessary for carbohydrate, fat, and protein metabolism. It helps maintain health of the skin, tongue, and digestive systems. A deficiency of niacin will result in pellagra, dermatitis, and nervous disorders. There is no known toxicity for niacin. It is best to supplement with at least 30 milligrams a day, but 60 is better. Remember that this is part of the B complex. Pantothenic acid. This aids in the formation of some fats. It participates in the release of energy from carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. It improves the body's resistance to stress. A deficiency of pantothenic acid will cause vomiting, restlessness, stomach stress, increased susceptibility to infection, and sensitivity to insulin. It is best to supplement with at least 50 milligrams a day, but 100 is better. Remember that this is also part of the B complex. Vitamin C. This helps to maintain collagen. It helps to heal wounds, scar tissue, and fractures. It gives strength to the blood vessels and improves resistance to infections. It also aids in the absorption of iron. A deficiency of vitamin C results in bleeding gums, swollen or painful joints, slow healing of wounds and fractures, bruising, nosebleeds, and scurvy. This is a water-soluble vitamin with no known toxicity. It is best to supplement with a minimum of 500 milligrams a day, but 1,000 or more milligrams a day is best. Vitamin D. This improves the absorption and utilization of calcium and phosphorus and is required for bone formation. It maintains a stable nervous system and normal heart action. A deficiency of vitamin D results in poor bone and tooth formation, a softening of bones and teeth, and inadequate absorption of calcium. It also causes retention of phosphorus in the kidneys and rickets. This is an oil-soluble vitamin, so you need to supplement with common sense, as this can be toxic in large doses. It is best to supplement with a minimum of 400 international units a day, but 1,000 is better. 25,000 international units a day over an extended period of time is considered toxic. Vitamin E. This helps to protect other fat-soluble vitamins. It protects red blood cells. It is essential in cellular respiration. It inhibits coagulation of blood by preventing blood clots. A deficiency of vitamin E results in rupture of red blood cells, muscular wasting, and abnormal fat deposits in the muscles. Although vitamin E is an oil-soluble vitamin, it doesn't seem to be toxic. It is best to supplement with 200 international units a day, but 400 or 800 is better. Vitamin K. This is necessary for blood coagulation. A deficiency of vitamin K results in the tendency to hemorrhage. Vitamin K has no known toxicity. It is recommended to supplement with 30 mcgs a day, but 60 is better. Bioflavonoids. These help to increase the strength of the capillaries. A deficiency of bioflavonols results in a tendency to bleed and bruise easily. The bioflavonols have no known toxicity. It is recommended to supplement with 50 milligrams a day, but 100 is better. Vitamin C and the bioflavonols are usually found together. Omega-3 and 6 fatty acid. Symptoms of omega-3 fatty acid deficiency include fatigue, poor memory, dry skin, heart problems, mood swings or depressions, and poor circulation. It is important to have the proper ratio of omega-3 and omega-6, another essential fatty acid, in the diet. Deficiency signs are dry, bumpy skin, dull, dry, lifeless, brittle hair and dandruff, soft, peeling or brittle nails, excessive thirst, and frequent urination. Remember that a healthy, well-balanced diet is critical for good health and that vitamin supplementation is necessary in today's world, as you cannot get all the vitamins you need anymore from the food alone. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Well, that's it for now. Stay naturally healthy.